What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Big Truck. Shout out to my man Average Man Unplugged. Right back at you with another one. And hopefully this one here will be exciting. For me it will. Shout out to my man Average Man Unplugged for this one. So, boy, I tell you, when it rains, it pours. Reality is something else. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet and peep this out. Conversation and reviews. Let's get it.
Put this tweet out or a story that came out uh, saying that he stopped dating a girl because when he met the family, he realized that none of the women in the family had a man. Oh my God, bro. And it got women triggered, bro. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
I broke up with this girl because none of the women.
Hey, I will say this. Have you ever noticed anything that displays truth, that displays accountability, that displays what is real? A large number of women are triggered. Or even when a woman says something positive, or when a woman speaks on something, modern feminist women are triggered. Let's continue. I just want to throw that out there.
Women in her family had a man. Now hear me out. I'm 26. All right, I gotta start looking at future partners. I gotta start trying to take someone serious. Nobody in your family has a man. You not gonna know how to keep a man if no one. Your mama ain't got no man. Your grandmama ain't got no man. Your sister ain't got no man. Your cousins ain't got no man. You not gonna know how to keep a man, baby. So I might as well just cut this off before you let me down.
Smart man.
He said what he said, and y'all heard what he said. And there were reactions on both sides of the coin when it came to this statement going viral.
Of course, modern women gonna have something to say because modern feminist women, whenever they speak out or they have something to say, they tell on themselves. You know, a woman of good sense and good character can speak out and say the exact same thing. And modern feminist women will find a way to shame her. You see what I'm saying? Let's continue.
And we're going to hear what the men and women had to say about this because, apparently the women didn't take too kindly to this. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised now. But let's keep it moving.
I seen the guy saying, he stopped dating a female because no women, when he found out no women in her family, like immediate family, had a man. You stopped dating a woman because no woman in her family had a man. When I tell y'all, these new age men, the way that they think, baby, when I say I'm blessed, I'm fucking blessed because y'all struggling out here.
Really?
What?
Sound like you struggling and say the word struggling.
And you look like something wrong with you. With them old nigger lips and them braids. Let's continue.
Yo, the way she said, bro, you would have thought it was spelled with a K and not two G's.
These women is really struggling out here with these men.
Look at the way she looked. I wouldn't even date her. You can look.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's it, that's all. Nigger lips.
That is insane. That's just like saying, the woman stopped dating him because his dad is not in his life. Or the woman said, I'm going to stop dating him because, you live with your dad or whatever.
You got to give another
you don't
better
have a mom
analogy
in your
than that.
life. Like, that's insane. You're going to stop dating somebody because of other people in their situations. What does her family members, what does her aunties, sisters, cousins, not having a man got anything to do with your relationship with her.
Because if they can't keep a man and they have a problem with it, guess what they pouring into her? People like to keep other people single. And we see that shit. We see it. So we can't act like we don't see it. Like, if my partner is in a relationship, I'm going to congratulate him. I'm not going to throw shade on their relationship. Once again, y'all talk about this sisterhood. The sisterhood has proven time and time and time that y'all turn on each other. Y'all talk behind each other's back. And if y'all single, the advice given. Oh my God. Let's continue.
Like, that maybe was your person, but you just gonna let that go because, oh wow, her whole family ain't got a man and this, and that. That is insane to me. If she was a nice person, if she was cool, if you vibe with her, if the situation just was good, why would you just let a good thing go? Men and women these days are very shallow. Literally. They go on to the next quick as fuck. Like racking up bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies.
Like your ass don't do that. You do it too.
I'm very blessed. And I'm so happy I'm not in these dang streets because, baby, y'all dealing with a lot. Women and men is dealing with a lot. Women, y'all fucked up too. A lot of y'all.
She's right about that, though.
Yes, you're fucked up too.
I give her credit. She's right about that.
Baby, y'all crazy. And these men is crazy. Lord have mercy.
I stopped dating a girl because no woman in her family had a man. The men on the internet literally have me flabbergasted. They never cease to amaze me. That's like women saying, I stopped dating a man because his father wasn't in his life.
Why are you saying the same shit the last chick said? That's what y'all do, copy and paste conversations. Imagine if men, imagine if the goalpost was shifted, okay? And a woman wouldn't date a man because the men, the family members, the male family members didn't have wives. So she stopped dating a man. If you switch the goalposts, I guarantee you the women will be applauding. Stop it. You know, modern feminist 99-cent mop bucket nigga lip pirates always got something to say. Let's continue.
Which is, if you're dating black men, about 86% of them. So this tweet is actually, this is crazy. And the second part is that we have to stop using our family trauma and people in our family as an excuse or as a crutch for you individually not to do better.
Yeah, large number of you wanna go there, we can go there. Yes, large number of black women. Stop using what you've been through as a crutch or spinning your narrative, your own narrative, to give you a pass to do what it is that you want to do.
So
if
what?
you wanna have
Nobody
that
in your family ever got married. That don't mean that that's gonna be the life for you. So what? Your father wasn't in your life. Are you not gonna be a good dad when you have a kid? Like, stop weighing that over people's head. This is your life. You're an adult. Make better choices.
And he made a better choice. He left her ass alone.
I kind of hear where these ladies coming from because basically what they're doing is trying to apply the same logic back. But here's the flaw in that argument, because the difference between men and women is that men aren't really trying to keep other men single.
Yeah, men don't. No, don't.
I'll give you a prime example. My best friend, when he got with his baby mama years ago, and he started spending more time with her, and we weren't really hanging out like that anymore. I wasn't over here like, oh my God, I done lost my best friend to this girl.
No, you was happy for him. He
We
found
don't
him
get to
somebody
hang
that
out
loves him and that
anymore.
he
And
can love.
women do that.
Yeah, they do.
That right there makes the whole argument flawed when you.
A large number of women will actually hate on each other and shame each other and throw shade on each other and sabotage each other because they feel that, you know, that man is taking away their bestie, and when they were out and about, they were into a whole lot of mischief, and now that her girlfriend has found someone and, you know, pumped the brakes on all of that, you know, the other one feels left out and she has to go solo. So now what she wants to do is throw shade on her homegirl and their relationship. She can even go as far as conjuring up stories and shit that of things that he has done so that they can break up so she can have her bestie back again. You do have those type of situations that take place too. Please be advised.
You try to compare one of the two. Like, men actually celebrate other men finding relationships and happiness. Women, y'all tend to, not so much. I'm like, and I could do a whole video proving that, but that's a whole nother subject. However, there were a few people that thought differently. One person actually reacted to the previous video that I just showed you guys. Let's go ahead and get into that.
I stopped dating a girl because no woman in her family had a man. The men on the internet literally have me flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted that you are flabbergasted. That is absolutely a great reason to stop dating somebody. You're telling me not one person in her entire family has a successful relationship. And keep in mind, we're talking about a young lady that's more than likely going to trust the woman that's in her family, and she's going to take their advice. She's going to end up taking advice from a bunch of bitter women that don't have men of their own.
And you have a large number of women that take the wrong advice and they listen to the wrong advice. And then before you know it, shit goes down the drain.
That man will probably be in for hell if he stayed in that relationship in the long run. The same can be said where, as a woman, if you date a man and no man in his family has a successful relationship, they're all going to tell that man to stay single, cheat, do all kind of dumb shit, because he doesn't know what a successful relationship look like.
Yes.
That man made a decision based off the risk to reward factor and said it wasn't worth the risk. I think he did the right thing.
And I'm glad he brought that up and put it on men as well, because somebody tried me in one of my community posts. A hate watcher wanted to sit over here and question me based off of the fact of that they're in a relationship, and because I'm not, and because I travel and I do what I want to do, and even though I am like seriously seeing somebody now, they are unaware of the fact that I don't want to get married, like legally per se, like at this moment. But they seem to be so bothered by my content, I guess simply off of the fact that they're married and I'm not. Even though I grew up in a 2-parent household, so I have an idea of
some people that sit
how marriage works and the
wanna
fact that it
shame
is
individuals
not going to
just
be
for
easy,
doing
and it's never happy
the
all the
littlest
time,
things,
and it
you
takes
know?
work.
Opinions don't matter.
But
You know,
for some
the
reason,
math is not
they seem to be
mathing,
under the
and
impression
it's
that
like, dude, really get over it.
I can't share my opinion just simply off of the fact that I'm not married. And almost as if like I'm against it, and I'm not really not against it. It's just that there's nothing wrong with making men aware of what they're getting into if they decide to do that. And that's pretty
It's just
much
that a
all
large
that I'm
number
doing.
of women have a
I'm
problem
not telling
with
guys
that, because
to
when
do
you
this
have
or
men
do
that are
that. I'm just
sharing and you have men that are
putting guys
having men
on notice and
conversations, that triggers them. Because here's the thing, when you have real men having conversations and they're sharing their their stories, their testimonies, okay? And they're, giving positive affirmations, motivations, and so forth. All this positive energy going on amongst men. To modern feminist women, they get triggered because those modern women, they can't use them. They can't take advantage of them. They can't run game on them. They're not simps. They can't get what they want to get out of them because they're not going to have it. They're going to spot it. They're going to pay attention. They're going to peep game. You see? And those modern feminist women out there thinking they running something and they don't, thinking that they're a dime where they're just a penny. Come on. And we see now modern feminist women losing. They losing by the dozen. You even have good women of good character, of good sense, siding with men, shaming modern feminist women, and modern feminist women have a problem with it. Now they're calling a good woman a pick-me. You're right, they are pygmies. They're picked. They've been chosen. Modern feminist women have not been picked. They have not been chosen.
And bringing awareness to situations based on the decisions that they may want to make in the future. That's all it is. Putting you on to the pros and cons, things to look out for.
Men put men
really
up on
sick
game,
and tired of
and men are
people
going to
acting
continue
like
to
there's
put men
something
up on
wrong
game.
with trying to unnaive men. Like, it's weird to me, but let's keep it moving.
So this tweet has been going viral and it has women so triggered. I stopped dating a girl because no woman in her family had a man. To be honest, I'm not seeing the issue. Y'all really be underestimating family cycles, them generational curses. Not a single woman in your family has relationship qualities that are good enough to keep a man around. But that being your family, what you grew up around, that's all you know. Odds are you're gonna be more like them. Yes, there's a chance that you're not, but who the hell wants to take that gamble? Ladies, that's like you meeting a man and you find out that all the men in his family beat on their wives. Yes, there's a chance that he won't do that to you, but who the hell wants to stick around to find out? You can't be careless when looking for a life partner. If y'all been talking about, oh, you can't judge somebody just based on their environment. Let me give y'all this analogy real quick. Imagine you gotta walk through a field full of snakes. You're told some of the snakes will bite you, some of them won't. You can walk through or you can take a detour and find another route. Who the fuck finna walk through that field of snakes trying to find out which one of them gonna bite you and which one ain't? Bitch, I'm detouring. You ain't finna hear nobody say, oh, give the snakes a chance. Fuck that. I'm not.
She's smart. At least she's smart. She's smart enough to take a detour. You can stay in a situation, fuck around and find out if you want to. Or you can move accordingly. And what we're finding out now, men are moving accordingly. Men are just falling back. They're going elsewhere. Men ain't paying for women's nails and hair, all that crap. You pay for that. Men ain't doing all that. We're going to drop a 100, 200, 500 on the first. Ain't no man doing that. Really. Men have stopped doing that. And to all you simps, some of you simps are learning y'all lesson. I don't know why you give in to the fuckery, thinking you're going to get something when you can deal with someone else and get something. Come on now, come to your senses. Wake up. Men, continue to wake the fuck up and pay attention.
Not walking through it. It is much safer for me to find a way with no fucking snakes. If you grew up in a household with a bunch of toxic people, you may very well be the one who turned out to not be toxic. You might be the snake that don't bite, but I have no way of knowing that, so I gotta keep it pushing. So this...
What I will say is that obviously, for one, the women are very triggered by this, but two, I think what women are not understanding, or to be honest with you, I think they're trying to like ignore the fact of how influential y'all can be when it comes to giving other women advice
Also, what
about
they do is they're not
relationships,
listening.
especially when
They're not listening. They hear what they want to hear instead of sitting back listening to the whole thing. You see, modern feminist women, they lead with their feelings and their emotions. Men lead with logic. So when you sit back and you're looking at something that is logic, that makes sense, that goes over modern feminist women's heads. They take what they want to hear and they fucking run 8 miles with it.
all of y'all are single and y'all tend to typically do things or say things to try to manipulate the situation where she's either walking all over her man or she ends up breaking up with him. And that's typically what ends up happening in these situations. It becomes a situation where the man feels like he's dating all of you instead of just dating her, because y'all are influencing every little action and
Well,
thing that
if a
this woman
man marries a
says, and
woman,
she's
you
no
marry
longer
you marry
thinking
the
for
entire
herself,
family too.
she's
So
thinking through
you have to
y'all
be
or
cautious
y'all
about who
or
you
vice
get
versa.
with.
And that becomes a problem. And I'm like, cause ladies, it would be no different if every time men had a problem with you, they run to their guy friends, and then they're being so influential in your relationship.
True.
I'm like, it's the same damn thing. I'm like, women, y'all don't want that. This is one of the reasons why men try to tell women not to be telling each other's business outside of the relationship. I'm like, because that's typically what happens. Let's keep it moving.
Well, I saw some video of some guy interviewing 2 black girls on the street. He asked them, he like, would you rather $10 million for yourself or $100 million if we give it to your nigga, whatever? The first girl gonna say $10 million for me. And then the second girl was like, I give $100 million to my boyfriend. So then her friend like, what? Why would you give $100 million to your boyfriend? He could probably take that money and never spend it on you, da-da-da. She over there talking about some, no, that's my boyfriend, da-da-da. The friend over there trying to convince her to take the $10 million for herself, explaining to her that her boyfriend not gonna give her the money. Then the friend gonna switch her answer to the $10 million. I hate bitches like that, because bitch, you know how locked in you and your nigga is. And you know that's why you picked $100 million for him, because you know you and him is locked in. But you let a salty, dumb ass bitch who probably never had a nigga or a father or uncle or a brother, a man in her life, try to convince you that taking $10 million for yourself was better than $100 million.
I like this, and I like this analogy she gave, this story she gave, because it is so true on how a large number of women move, especially modern feminist women move. Selfishly, wickedly, evil, you know. But a woman that is of good character, a woman that is of good sense, doesn't move that way, move the opposite way. How is it a woman that can't keep a man give this woman here advice on relationships, but she can't keep a man. Her relationships fail, but she has all the answers. She has all the wisdom, the knowledge to give to this one right here. But the knowledge and the wisdom and the information that she gives is negative, is wrong. A, this one over here gonna believe it and receive it, or B, she not gonna believe it and not gonna receive it. But all you gotta do is sit back and let them talk, let them cook, let them cook. I swear to beans, they telling on themselves. They telling you how they move. They telling you how they get down.
For your man who you probably been with for more than 5 years. All right.
Not all men are bad, but so are women. Some women are not good women. I would say like 50% of the shit that I get into were done by women, especially older women.
Stop. We see who her influence is. Black women. Look at them damn nails. Am I the only one that caught that? Am I the only one that see this?
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
But she is making a point though, so let's continue.
Because you believe them. Like when an older woman give you advice or they tell you what to do, you believe them. I know. But don't. Think about it 3 times. Or maybe like 5 times. Because human tendencies are all the same. Whether they're men or women. Some women are disgusting, unhealed, selfish. And just because they went through it, you have to go through it too. It irks.
I thought about it. Thought about you taking them long ass fingernails off. Your nails didn't grow that damn long by themselves. Take them damn acrylics off. Be more professional, appropriate with your fingernail doings.
Me the most, especially when older women do it. Because girl, what the hell? What the hell?
You are not his job seeker. You're not supposed to write his resume for him. You're not supposed to make a to-do list in the morning so he gets out of bed and does something. You're not his therapist and you're not his mom. Please keep that in mind when you're dating him.
You are not her personal trainer. You're not supposed to make a meal plan or a diet for her. You're not supposed to help her work out. You're not supposed to train her. You're not her father.
You're not supposed to pay her bills. You're not supposed to satisfy her in the bedroom. You're not supposed to pick her up. You're not supposed to do her laundry. You're not supposed to cook for her. You're not supposed to give her money to get her nails done and her hair done and her feet done. You're not supposed to buy her clothing. You're not supposed to help out with the bags of groceries. You're not supposed to fix things around the house that need to be fixed. Call a plumber. Let's continue.
You shouldn't be paying her bills. You're not her bodyguard. She can call the police. Please keep that in mind when you're dating a woman. Let him cook.
And please keep those things in mind when dating a woman. Don't service her car. She can service that shit her damn self. And anything else you can think of, man not supposed to be doing, she can do herself. Please keep that in mind when dating a woman.
You know, there's a saying that we always say in this space about women who give advice like this and just so happen to be single.
If it's one thing women know how to do really good, is keeping other women single.
Yeah.
Women give other women the most horrible advice ever. So that they can be single just like you. They really have a clandestine jealousy for women who are in a relationship. No one's looking for you. You're no man's first choice. You're absolutely no man's first choice, saying how you don't need no man and how we don't need y'all. What do you mean we, lady? You're only one person. What do you mean we don't need y'all? You are no.
And that's the thing right there. I cannot stand when I hear when I hear a large number of women speak and they speak for all. You don't need to speak for all. Speak for yourself. Stop adding other women that don't have nothing to do with your bullshit. That's you. Speak for yourself. I don't speak for all men. I speak for myself. Every man is different. Every woman is different. Speak for yourself, lady. Like that makes you feel macho. That makes you feel good. Us women, us women. No. You mean you.
No man's first choice. Stop trying to recruit these young girls and have them recycle your way of thinking to pull them on your side, because these young girls and women that are aligning themselves with the interests of men, they have a chance to go on and have a happy and healthy, fruitful relationship. You don't. But now you're trying to recruit more and more women to come over there and be lonely with your ass.
Oh, finally have fun on your date. I hope they hate each other so badly. Oh my God.
Oh, that's messed up.
I cannot afford to lose my only single friend. Like, seriously,
wrong.
this date needs to go bad. Or I'm going to be really, really upset.
But see, this is what we're talking about, right? This is what we're talking about. Here's proof right here. This is straight out proof. You want to keep your friend single so you can keep your friend to you, yourself. Men don't do this. Men congratulate other men in their relationship ventures. You cannot be making this shit up.
Upset.
Seeing this shit, man. Like, it happens all the time, man. I've made videos about this in the past. Single women keep women single. I'm telling you, this is one of the most important things you could look at, man, when you're dating in 2025 is their circle. What kind of friends do they have around them? What is their family saying to them, man? It's cold out here, Jake. If you do not look at this stuff, you're going to be screwed, man. There's women that will destroy your relationship. It happens every day. Look at these things, man. Look at their friends, look at their circle, look at the people that are involved in their life and their choices.
And that's why what we do as men, we continue to keep this community strong, build this strong community of men. Okay? Black men, white men, Hispanic men, Asian men, whatever. We keep this circle of men strong. We huddle up. We come up with solutions. We don't disrespect women. No. We're not going to lean in with our money and our status. No. We still going to be masculine men, but we're going to move accordingly. We're not going to be no fool. When it's time to pick up your shoulder pads and move, it's time to pick up your damn shoulder pads and move. And if you don't, you stay around long enough, you're going to fuck around and find out real quick. Certain women, men, you don't need to be dealing with. Period. That's it. That's all. What are those certain type of women? Sit back and listen, because they cook themselves. That's the easiest advice to give you. You know how a woman moves. You know what a woman look like. You know what a woman tastes like. You know what a woman smells like. That's the type of woman you need to be around. All you got to do is pay attention and listen.
And more importantly, man, find a woman of God. Find a woman that loves you and loves God way more than she could ever love anyone in her life. And you're going to find peace, man. You're going to find peace. You're going to be one step closer to that peace that you're looking for. Stop saying.
I can promise you, none of my homies, and I've never heard a man talk like that about one of his homies going on a date and wishing the worst. That is diabolical. Like, why would you wish that for your friend? Just because
She's not a true friend. She's not a true friend, because a real friend wouldn't do that. A real friend wouldn't behave that way. A real friend would be happy that she's going out on a date. A real friend would be like, man, I hope it works out for her that she finally finds love. And if I haven't found love, my time will come. But be happy and congratulate your friends, because that's what real friends do. Because if it was any of my homeboys, I'd be congratulating them. I wouldn't be hating on them. What'd that look like? Two men hating on each other. Just thinking about that, shit's funny.
Ladies, bruh, if there's one thing I do have a little bit of empathy about for y'all, is that y'all don't know what real loyalty is amongst friends like men do. I think this is one of the reasons why men tend to have longer friendships than women. But let's keep it moving.
What's a pick me?
The girls that basically do what men typically desire.
Okay.
Like girls that understand how men think, girls that understand how men behave. And it's crazy because girls will give terrible advice and be like, oh, stop being a fucking pick me. What do you mean you cook and clean for your guy? What do you mean you serve your man? Are you a wow, girl, you're dumb. Like, whatever. I would also suggest don't hang out with your single friends once you have a man. Like all your friends that like to party and do Stop hanging out with those girls because they're going to set you down a bad path. They're going to tell you, oh, why do you do all this shit for him? Are you a slave?
That's true. That's true. If you're in a relationship, you move accordingly. You're going to move differently. That don't mean cut your friends off. It's just that certain things that you were doing when you were single, you can't do anymore. Just like when I was married, 3 of my friends, before I got married, all 4 of us, we'd go to Brazil for Carnival. Period. That's what we do. One of my friends is a promoter in the entertainment industry. So cool. We were good. But when I got married, I had to shift from that. But see, my friends knew that. And my friends, they did their thing, but they respected the fact that I was married. Because these are things that they did, we were doing when we were single. It was cool when we were single. But now, married, there's boundaries. You don't want to cross those boundaries. But you also have a level of respect. That's what real friends do. They respect the situation.
They're going to start getting in your head and try to make you think like, damn, what would I do if I was single maybe? And they're going to fuck you up. They're going to manufacture arguments between you and your man. And there's a lot of times it's because they want to commiserate with you because girls aren't happiest when they're single. No offense, ladies that are single. But the reality is most women want a guy.
Absolutely.
They also want to sit there and be single and be by
True,
themselves
true,
and shit like
true.
that. Women are creatures that want social interaction, right? That's why women are more social. And they would hope to get a guy that they can be in a relationship with long term. And your girls will sabotage that shit because they want you to be like them and commiserate in their singleness.
You know that good old saying, single women keep women single?
He gave good examples.
Imagine letting one of your single friends destroy your marriage before it even gets started. Yeah, listen to this one.
So, long story short, I was a runaway bride, essentially.
You left him at the altar?
Yeah. Well, my friend Carrie, she was like a permanent third wheel. Like, she would always hang out with us. She was like our plus one when we went to events.
Okay.
And so, like, the night before my wedding, she like sat me down. She's like, I can't let you walk down the aisle. And I was like, why? And she was like, he's been cheating on you. And I was like, what?
Oh.
And I started crying, and it was like this whole thing. And I was like, how could this happen? Like,
Why did you let her know now? How come you didn't let her know then? Why did you wait until like the wedding, like a day before the wedding, to sit your bestie down and tell her that her dude has been cheating? That means you've known, and why you wait so long to say anything?
Why did you tell me before? So I called my mom, and she was like, you got to get out of there. Like, she got me a plane ticket right away, and I left him there.
Oh, so the next morning, everybody's getting everything ready for the wedding, and
were not
Aubrey
there.
is nowhere to be seen.
So, and this was all in the Tampa area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now you're here
Yeah,
in Charlotte. And how long has it been, by the way, since all this happened?
12 years.
Wow.
Okay.
So
You want to shoot your shot with the man that you left at the altar?
Well, it turns out Carrie actually wanted to be with Patrick.
Oh, the switch up. The switch up. Okay. So she basically lied on her bestie and said he cheated so that she can get with him. That's fucked up. That right there is fucked up. But you do have a large number of women that do that. You really do. They do it every day, all day. Shit. Wow.
wait, so she
And that
lied to you
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah. Yep.
And you believe
What
the
kind
lie.
of drama are you living in? This is insane.
Or in some cases, they don't want you to be single with them. They just want your man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to
Yo, that is crazy. That right there is crazy. Ladies, leave a chat, leave a message, leave a comment. Have you experienced something like that where your bestie, your friend, self-sabotaged and lied to you about something that your man did, but he really didn't do, so that you can break up with him so that she can get him. That is so crazy. But where's loyalty? Where's loyalty? Where's best friend? You see what I'm saying? How the sisterhood turns on each other? What the sisterhood do to each other? But it's supposed to be okay, right? If y'all haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Like and share each and every video that I post. It's your boy Big Truck. I'm going to be doing a lot more live streaming. Still doing more videos too, but just, tapping into the live streaming more. And I'm going to be live streaming on other platforms and really going in and having fun with it. And we're going to do it. Remember, the theme for 2025 is consistency. Stay consistent. I love you.